What's good? What's good with y'all? Back with another reaction video. We got 10 fastest Eminem verses of all time. It got 3.5 mils, so surprisingly I never seen it. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. It's a long video.
Marshall Mathers, also known as Eminem, is one of my favourite rappers of all time, and you guys probably know that as I've done a couple of videos on him already. But this is one that you guys have been requesting a lot. Now, we all know that Eminem can rap pretty fast from some of his recent songs, but what are his fastest verses of all time? So, with that being said, my name is CDTV Productions, and today we are going to be counting down the 10 fastest Eminem verses of all time.
Translate, so you can suck my dick if you don't like my shit. Cause I was high when I wrote this, so suck my dick.
Guys, this is actually essentially going to be a top 15 instead of a top 10, but you know, my channel's kind of top 10, so what we're going to do is the first 5 are going to be honourable mentions. First of all, I'd just quickly like to say, I did look through a lot of verses, and there were some I was surprised that didn't make the cut, and those were songs like Loud Noises, Despicable, Calm Down, My Life, those kind of songs. I was quite surprised they didn't make the cut. But with that being said, let's get into the first 5 honourable mentions, and then after that we'll get into the top 10. So at our 15th spot, we have Biterphobia, verse 2, where you hit 6.7 syllables per second.
Go check it out.
I had a dream I was getting jacked by fighters. I felt like I was being attacked by spiders. Developing a fear and bitophobia. I'm holding a gas can and lighter. If I detect you, I'm a pulverized, dissect your brain.
Now, this was actually a much older Eminem song that you guys might not know about. And this was one of his older songs that he made with his group called Soul Intent, who were an underground Detroit rap group, and they were around in about the mid-90s. This was pretty much where Eminem started off, and you can see he's actually really had, he's had a proper fast flow from the beginning. At our 14th spot and our second honourable mention, we have Love Game, verse 3, where he hit 6.9 syllables per second.
In my head, woke up again, jumped up like fuck it, I've had it. I'm checking into rehab, I confess I'm a static addict. I guess that's why I'm so clingy. Every girl I've ever had either says I got too much baggage or I'm too fucking dramatic. Man, what the fuck is the matter? I'm just...
Now, this was a great recent track off of the Marshall Mathers LP too. At first
to me, that's not really rapping fast. That's just packing a bunch of syllables. I don't know, I can't explain it. It's not really that wasn't really rapping fast to me. It wasn't rapping fast, in my opinion.
I like this song that much because of the kind of really old style beat on it, and I didn't like the beat that much, but it has grown a lot on me, and it is hard to deny. Eminem has a fantastic flow in this one. It's a great song, and you should check it out if you want to hear an Eminem Kendrick Lamar collab. At number 13, we have Medicine Man by Dr. Dre, verse 2, where he hits 6.9 syllables per second again.
I give a fuck at my image, even ends up taking a personal hit. Whoever I heard and whatever bridges I burn in this bitch, and whatever bitches feel like they're getting this up what they get, and whatever consequences come with every verse is what they so dark on the beat on who's turn is it to get murdered on it.
Eminem verses of all time. I'm actually kind of mad that I forgot to put it on my 10 best Eminem guest versus video, because I love it. There's just so much rage and passion in his voice, and he does not stop flowing. It's not necessarily a fast rap, but it's just continuous flow, and it sounds amazing.
Just like with Love Game.
Verse, and there we go, number.
Oh shit. Yeah, I might have put this on 480, y'all. I apologize for that. It's a struggle.
13. That was. At number 12, for our 4th honourable mention, we have Forever, verse 4, where he hits 7 syllables per second.
You can't put it out once we light it. This is exactly what the fuck that I'm talking about when we riot. You did it with a deep true feeling of staying inside of the mood. True feeling, spit true feelings, and time true feelings come flying about my eyes of mind.
Payback, motherfucker, for the way that you got me. How's it taste?
That it made Kanye West and Lil Wayne rewrite their verses after they heard this one. And I can honestly see why. Like, listening to it, Eminem had the standout verse on that song and he ripped it apart completely. And it was just fantastic. And at number 11, our final honourable mention before we get into the official top 10, we have That's All She Wrote by T.I., verse 4, where he hits 7.1 syllables per second.
Sticking those to your forehead and scrapely.
Life is too short, I ain't got no time to sit around just wasting. So I'll take this little bit of quicker that clock I'm racing. Get up time and I'm still straight to the mind. And they take you quick to catch on. Why you strong, I must stretch arm strong.
Fairly earlier fast rapping examples from Eminem, because he's always kind of had a steady flow from like pretty much all of his albums up until about MMLP2 / Recovery kind of era. That's when he started to pick the speed up a lot more, like significantly on MMLP2. But this was one of the earlier examples that showed he could still rap very fast if he wanted to. Okay guys, so I just wanted to quickly get through those. That was our 5 honourable mentions, and now we will start the official top 10. And at number 10, we have Psychopath Killer, which also has Yellow Wolf,
I reacted to this.
Crooked Eye, verse
Go
3,
check that out.
7.4 syllables per second.
I think I write seems wrong, and it's like I'm ecstatic at all the static that I can still cause in the fabric of our modern society. Now Catholics are panicking because I snap back to my old antics and shenanigans. Damn it, the Pope's Madigan probably shouldn't have ran up in the Vatican with that mannequin singing bagpipe.
Now this was off of the 2014 album Shady XV, which was pretty much like an album with tracks from all the different members of Shady Records, and it was a pretty dope album, and this was one of my favourite songs off it. I love the dark vibe and the really kind of like driving dark synthy production. It was great, and Eminem sounded fantastic over it. And you know, on Shady XV was where he really started to show that he had fast flows and he would just use them all the time. Like Shady XV is littered with those fast flows. A lot of people didn't like it that much. I thought it was a great thing, and I thought it was really good to hear. At number 9 we have All I Think About, verse 2.
I reacted to this as well. Go check that out.
Dominant male, and I'm born with malaria, born with leukemia, to torture and terrify corporate America. Poor little Erica. In the morning, the sheriffs and law enforcement will find one.
I'll be requesting like some good songs. Keep it up.
Buried under a barrier, the kitchen floor with the stairs and an outdoor with an area.
Now this was off of the South.
He wasn't really rapping fast
which pretty
to me
much
right there.
contained a lot of kind of like high energy boxing
It was
tracks.
just a bunch
That's
of
what the movie
words
was
and
about.
syllables,
And
but
this
he
was one
wasn't
of the more
rapping
kind of
fast.
comedic tracks. It was actually a Bad Meets Evil track, which means Eminem did it with Royce the 5'9", and it was really great to hear them link up again on this album. And it shows that Eminem still has that kind of like Slim Shady LP side within him at all times, because that's really what it felt like. It did feel like a kind of earlier era Eminem on this. You know, he was spitting hilarious rhymes, but he also kept his flows at a high speed. But
like him rapping fast was on What Color Is Soul. I reacted to that. That was fast to me. I couldn't even understand what he was saying. Twista raps fast, but like, not saying Eminem doesn't rap fast, but I'm just saying that, like, some of these aren't fast. It's just multiple syllables. That's why he's counting the syllables. It's just multiple syllables, but it doesn't sound fast.
At number 8, we have another song from Shady XV. We have Detroit versus Everybody, verse 4,
It's a good
where
song.
he hits 7.9 syllables per second.
It's so cold and litty it is, cause they speaking to take away, but ain't this when they would make me into the angry bit of blonde, but ain't we sick of being underdogs, don't make me release this shit, release this pit, may even seem as if I'm yanking your chain a bit, or maybe the way in which I'm saying shit is playing with you, but
This was another dope song from the Shady XV. It was
Royce's
actually
verse
the
was
last
OD.
song that closed it out.
Royce and
it had a very
Sean's,
kind of,
everybody's
inspirational
verse
verse
OD.
from Eminem, kind of just talking about his career, how he's got to where he has, and how he feels about it so far. And honestly, I didn't think this would be higher up than All I Think About and Psychopath Killer, but I guess he does go pretty fast on it. And at number 7, we have Right For Me, verse 2, where he hits 8 syllables per second.
No, I'm supposed to react to this. I gotta skip this. Sorry, y'all.
Verse 3, where he hits 8 syllables per second again.
I tell the cashier what I want to act like an asshole. When I pull up with the White Castle and I ask for an application, to attack in the basing, tell the bitch I'm a rapper, then a rapper in the head with a whopper, that I walk.
Never heard this.
Expect me to be proper, bitch, you better pop in a CD and me.
Now this personally wasn't one of my favourite verses from Eminem. It was okay. I did like the fact that he was going a bit faster.
That
Like
Best
speed
Friend,
is
that
not
song
the only thing that makes a good Eminem verse to
amazing,
me,
like,
but it definitely sounds very good.
That's
But
one of
I
my
felt like it was a
favorite
bit
Eminem
iffy in some
verses
places,
of
you know, the
all
movement
time from him.
Like, it was
And that
a
song
bit
in general
broken
was
up
just good.
sometimes, and it sounded a bit awkward, but he really started to pick it up towards the end of the verse, and it was one of those ones that just kind of got better as it went on. At number 5, we have the Bad Meets Evil song Vegas, verse 1, where Eminem
just
hits
reacted to this.
8.3 syllables per second.
To this banging, and I'ma keep on saying all the shit I should be hung for. I'm probably killed for saying, and I probably will right now until the day I pop a pill again, like chopping till I drop it, still it dead, and do the job of killing Shady, then they call me with the same time as brilliant, it's Muhammad till the August is.
Now this is one of the verses that really makes
It's
you
just a
question,
continuous
does
flow. He's
Eminem
not
have
rapping
lungs?
that
Like, now I know he could have
fast
punched
to
it
me.
in here, and he probably
Maybe it
does,
is,
but the way
but-
it sounds is just perfect, and it all fits together so well. Like, I'm pretty sure he continuously raps for about 20 to 25 seconds here, and it's crazy. It was actually
but is
another
that
song
just
from
good
Shady
flow,
XV
or is that
here, which
him
kinda
rapping
seems to be a
fast?
pattern with a lot of the songs, actually. 4
He's not
of the
rapping
songs
slow,
on this so
but is it
far
him-
have been from Shady XV, but it was a great verse, and it was, again, another Bad Meets Evil track, and it's always great to hear them together, and I really look forward to another album from them them. Like, I hope they do another one because hell, the sequel was a fantastic album. I loved almost every track on there. Eminem and Royce the 5'9" have such good chemistry, and they always seem to bring out the best in each other. At number 4, we have What Color Is Soul, where Eminem
this is
hits
fast.
9.7 syllables per second.
You can't understand him.
Now, this was
rapping
what I actually
fast
found when
to
I
me.
was researching for this video. I didn't know it existed before, but I listened to it and I didn't know it was Eminem at first. Like, that did not sound like Eminem to me. His voice was very different, but this was another one released in one of his Soul and 10 eras. Like, this was way back in the day. This was another mid-90s release. Honestly, he was reaching like Twista level speeds there. Like, that sounded crazy. And it's ridiculous to think he used to chop it up like that even back in the day. And it shows that he's always been a talented lyricist and writer. And at number 3, we have the Shady Cypher verse 6, where Eminem hits 8.8 syllables per second.
Students from the hip of the same and the same, and it's a payment for the women. I'm an enemy to blame me. Consider an idiot, but they consider me equivalent to the idiot. They're trying to get rid of me gadgets. But I stickity stand for the flickety flag. The United States and the freedom I distribute these raps to. And if I catch you doing anything hindering or prohibiting that, after I give me the tattoo, your lips on my ass, I'm gonna be literally picking up and deliberately whipping the Statue of Liberty. That joint was crazy.
Your Cypher was just absolute carnage. Everyone on this ripped this apart, but none of them could compete with what Eminem had.
I don't think that was faster than What Color Is Soul, though. I'm gonna keep it stacked with y'all.
The video for it was like 19 minutes long, and it was all of them rapping one after each other, you know, all the members of Shady Records, all the current members. But Eminem's verse lasted for about 9 minutes on here, and it's crazy. He literally took up half the video alone, and it was mental. He just ripped it up the whole way through. It had insane rhymes, punchlines, just kind of the stuff that Eminem is known for nowadays, completely ripping it up, making anything rhyme, and then towards the end he just picked it up to do that fast flow again, and it sounds brilliant. Honestly, I'd love to hear someone put that over a beat. And at number 2, for the second fastest Eminem verse, we have Speed 'em verse 2, where he hits 10.2 syllables
Go check that out.
per second.
Whatever the weather in this will be just like a certificate of authenticity that I'm thinking about. Just trying to pick it up quickest and sickest way to make them pick it up. Pick a table, be quick, then I'm picking it, wicked shit to say. Spit it back on a level incredible, rebel, unforgettable, better leave these beats edible.
So yeah, I've already given my opinions on this verse in my 10 best Eminem guest verses video, but this was on a song with Tech 9 and Chris Calico, and Eminem obviously had to come with a fast
I'm trying to guess what number 1 is going to be.
Choppers series which Tech 9 did, and this was Worldwide Choppers 2. So Eminem really had to bring his A game here, and that is what he did. Like, this was a ridiculously fast verse, and it was so hard to pick the segment that I thought was the fastest over 10 seconds because there were so many parts where he just completely rips it up here. But there you go, that is the second fastest one, and I think you guys all know what number 1 is going to be. So here we are for our number 1 fastest Eminem verse of all time. Of course, we have Rap God verse 3, where he hits 11.4 syllables per second.
Lyrics coming at you with supersonic speed.
You with someone on him, what I gotta do to get it through the I'm superhuman, I'm better than I made a representative. Anything you say is very shame off of me in the middle. Never say tomorrow, never demonstrating how to give a motherfucking audience a feeling like it's levitating, never fitting in. I hate it, so they go wait for the day they can self-love, they be celebrating, cause I know the way to get them motivated. I make elevating music, you make elevating music. It's not that fast.
Is the fastest I've ever had in this fastest verse series so far. So far we've done Futuristic, Tech 9, Joyner Lucas, and Logic. None of them have hit 11.4 syllables per second as far as I know, and that's just insanely.
That, bruh, the Rap God one is not the fastest one of me. That's just him on a continuous flow. It's fast, but it's not. It's just him on a continuous flow, and with more, like a bunch of syllables. Summa lama dumma lama, like summa lama dumma sella. Summa lama dumma lama. That's 7. That's 8 syllables right there. You assuming I'm a human. 7.
Impressive. I mean, this was the one that really surprised me when it first came out. I listened to it and I thought, I never knew Eminem could rap that fast. I just listened to it and I was in awe. It was really amazing, because I remember I didn't like the song at first.
The Speed 'em one is clearly faster than that one. He's clearly rapping faster.
Like with that high-pitched sound. But the rapping on it is brilliant, and that is why it takes our number 1 spot here as the fastest Eminem verse of all time. Well guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you...
Yeah, I don't agree with that list. just to me, I think rapping fast is not just about how many syllables used. It's about how fast you're actually rapping. And he's clearly rapping faster in Speed 'Em than what he is in the Rap God verse. He's clearly rapping faster than me in What Color Is Soul than he is in the Rap God verse. Just because he has more syllables per second, that's just, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But to me, Speed 'Em is number one, and What Color Is Soul should be higher up too. And like Rap God is just like 4, is like 4, 3 or 4. It's not number one though, because I can rap that What Color Is Soul verse. I can't rap that Speed 'Em. I can rap the Rap God one though. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion. But that's the end of this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell while you at it. Follow us on our social medias, links in the description. Comment any videos on me you react to. You can comment them, or you can send them to me on Snapchat, Instagram, or Twitter, and I'll get to them. But I reply to everyone in the comment section anyway, so you can just comment them if you want. But yeah, I don't really agree with this list. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Yeah, I'm out. Peace.